Hi, it's Evelyn from Magellan College Counseling. I'm here with another episode of Evelyn Explains. So, my topic today is demonstrated interest. What is it? Why is it important? Who cares about it? And how do you figure out which of the colleges on your list will track it and make decisions based on it? So, what is demonstrated interest? Demonstrated interest is your ability to show a college that you are interested in them, that you care about them. And you can do this in a whole host of ways. Some of them are very simple. Some of them are a little more involved. So, for example, one of the big ways that you can demonstrate interest is you can sign up for a tour and go in person and visit the college. Um, some little ways that you can demonstrate interest. You can open their emails. Colleges are probably sending you tons of emails right now, right? Open them. And by the way, after you open the emails, you have to click on something in the email. So I say to my students, open and click, open and click. Why? Because they can tell, they can track what emails you're opening. They can track what, where on their website you've clicked and how long you're staying there, believe it or not. So they're tracking to see if their emails are being effective or not. So the real question is, why do colleges care about demonstrated interest? And it's a little bit of a nuanced answer, but I'll try to do my best. And I'm also going to post a longer article underneath this video in the description, so you can do a little bit of reading. But in short, you have to take a step back from the emotion of all of this and realize that colleges are a business. Okay. And what that means is the number of seats that they have available in their freshman class, that number sort of tracks what budget they're expecting to extract from those students in tuition dollars. And for colleges that are, we call it tuition driven, whether or not they hit their enrollment goal will have an impact on their budget for the year. There are definitely some colleges where they are not tuition driven. It does not matter if they meet their enrollment goal or not. And those are the colleges that don't care about demonstrated interest. And I'll show you this in a moment. I think I hopefully I've explained sort of the why of all of this. And I know it's a little bit difficult to understand that colleges really do rely on money, but it's really true. Okay, so let me show you how to figure out if colleges that the colleges you are looking at care about demonstrated interest. So I'm here on this website called collegedata.com. And I'm just going to go here where it says enter college name down the bottom of the screen. I'm just going to look at Tulane. We'll just look at a couple to get started. And I love this website. It's got really great information. It's very up to date, but watch I was just going to warn you, a pop-up is going to come up. I always close out of them. So I'm going to click on admissions. That's what we're looking for. And we're going to scroll about halfway, see pop-up halfway down the screen, and you're going to see this lovely chart with a bunch of X's. You'll see it. You'll know it when you see it. Here it is. All right. And this is the selection of students. So the federal government asks colleges every year to fill out this form and describe the relative importance of different factors in the admission process. So you could see your rigor is very important. Your GPA is very important. Your standardized tests, they're important if you submit them. Tulane is test optional for the moment. Very important class rank. Recommendations and essays, important. Interview, not considered. Okay, that's good to know. But level of applicants' interest. This is the important part. This is demonstrated interest. And for Tulane, it's important. So this is really good information for you to know. That's why I want you to be knowledgeable about where I'm finding my information so you can do it as well. Let's look up a couple more. I just want to show you there's some things look different. I'm going to look up Amherst College, which is a very selective small liberal arts college in central to western Massachusetts. They're in a consortium with other colleges. So we're going to go down to that chart and we're going to see what they think. Okay, so rigor, GPA, very important. Standardized tests, very important. Interesting. Rank, not important, but not very important, like it was for Tulane. But look at this, recommendations and essay, they were important. They were over here for Tulane, but they're very important for Amherst. So you could see there's differences. And I think this actually goes to illustrate another question that I'm asked a lot, which is, what are colleges looking for? And this chart alone actually makes my point. They're not all looking for the same thing, right? This is Amherst. What they're looking for looks different than what Tulane is looking for. You can see, though, level of applicants' interest not considered. Okay, so Amherst does not care if you show up for a tour, if you open their emails, they don't care about any of that. If you reach out to an admission officer, I'm going to look up one more just because I want you to see a different kind of liberal art or a different liberal arts college because there's a huge difference among liberal arts colleges as far as whether or not they're concerned about demonstrated interest. So I'm going to look up Lewis and Clark College, which is a liberal arts college in Portland, Oregon. And let's see what that chart looks like. So scroll, scroll, scroll. And again, I hope, yeah, see, this chart looks very, very different from what we just saw. And so again, level of applicants' interest, here it is, considered. So I think what you'll find, this is really, really important information for you to know. And I hope that this has been helpful in empowering you to do this kind of research and figure out what the colleges that you are interested in looking for. I think that in the end, demonstrated interest isn't really intended to be like a box that you have to check, right? It's not just like, okay, I did that. I opened their emails. I went and took the tour. It's really intended for you to deeply think about whether each college is a good fit for you. In the end, I think that's what every college really, really wants is for you to be able to know, are we a good fit for you? And do you think you can bring something new and interesting to our community? So even though I'm presenting it to you as here's what they're looking for, and here's how you can accomplish it, and here's how you can find out if they care, which is all good information for you to have. In the end, it is truly, truly about fit. So think of demonstrated interest as your way of determining whether a college is a good fit for you or not. Hope this helps.